Okay, so now we're gonna take Beulah and we're gonna tie her up in the backyard, and then while we're tying her up, while she's trying to get some of that grass in the backyard, we'll go ahead and start moving the fence to this side of the front yard, so that way we can get her away from the road. She's already ate everything that she could eat here, so we're just gonna move her up a little bit and see how she likes that. Come on. All right, so this is a Gallagher portable fence. It's done pretty well for us so far, and it's pretty easy to set up and pretty easy to move. So right now I'm just gonna show you how to do it. So this is the Gallagher S10 solar panel for this fence. So basically all you do is you wire in the connectors, they just screw in. It's pretty self-explanatory. The green clip goes to the ground, and then the red, you hook it on to the fence like that. So I don't know if you can see right here, but this knob right here adjusts the tension. So once you get it all stretched out, you can tighten it down and then crank it a little bit, and it'll stay good and tight. Now I've got an extra post right here, and it just clips out. And you just pull up on it, set it down, stomp your foot on it in the ground, and you're good to move on to the next post. But right now we're going to move the fence, so we're going to have to get all these posts and put them back into place, make sure everything's lined up. Swing it around. And that one just came up without any help at all. So these actually have an orange tether with a tent stake attached. Just pull it up from the ground, loop it down at the bottom. Actually, I'm gonna have to spin this one around. Send that through, loop it at the bottom. Bring it back up, and then wrap it around the top and clip it in. And we just put that. So it's best to keep the fence on as much as you can. Otherwise you might get dogs or something like ours that just chew through the line, and then you tie it back together and you get little knots stuck in here that you have to pull out. So and see, I obviously did something wrong, or else I wouldn't have all this slack up the top. So sometimes you just gotta make do. Okay, so in setting up the first post, I just drove it into the ground and just wrapped the anchor around it just to tie it to the pole. That way it gives me a good firm starting point. So I went ahead and set the second post, and now, oh, is she pooping? Lachlan said Beulah was pooping. I've just got her tethered right now to the to that tree, but now I'm gonna set this corner post real quick. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around the tree and then cut back towards the fence. Now we'll do the same thing that we did on the other corner post. Pull this out. Now this is the only thing that I don't like, and most electric fences have this problem. So I don't know if you can see right here where the stake goes into the ground. Sometimes you get enough pressure on it, it'll bend. So sometimes I'll just take a set of pliers or some channel locks and just try to bend it back in place. Hey girl. She just licked me. Okay. You're a little too close for comfort there. It's not on yet. Where do you think you're going? Come on. Come back over here. There you go. Good girl. So with this one I had to take one of the anchors off, and now I've got to thread it back on here. So now we're going to take this anchor and put it back on, which it goes right here on this top level. So you want to feed it through here first, and then kind of twist it around. Some of these are a little more difficult than others. So that just threads right on here. So we want to put it around this loop right here and bring it out to the outside. And then to put this on, we'll just slide it like that, and it'll just go right on through. You can't just push it through. It has to go in this groove right here. And then you'll just pop the line back in. We'll go ahead and stick this stake in the ground. At a 45-degree angle. That's probably not 45 degrees, but, or I guess it would be 45 from the inside. I'm terrible at math. So whatever half of the outside of a 90-degree angle would be, I'm sure Tiffany can figure that out with some simple adding and subtracting. Now we'll just take this all the way to the end. Everything should be good. So at this point, once it's all connected and everything's lined up just the way I want it, I'll just crank this down, just in case like the boys start to pull on the lines or something to release it, you know, to let loose of the tension. So I'll tighten that down. But sometimes I'll put a cheap T-post in place and just tie it off to it. And then, you know, this would be where I would let her in the mornings. So